Hello, and welcome to Built and Unbound, the podcast where we talk about building strong bodies, renewing resilient minds, and breaking past every limit that's ever tried to hold us back. My name is Taylor Ballinger, and I'm your host. This is our first official episode of Built and Unbound, so I'm really excited to dive into it with you. I am also laughing because I don't quite have a podcast studio set up, so I have attached my mic to this fake tree branch, and so I hope the audio is coming through all right. But today we're talking about breaking through the pattern of your own thoughts. All right, this is one of the biggest ways that we can get stuck in life is actually getting stuck in our own mind. So I have 4 different ways for you today that you can break through those spiraling patterns that really just dig that hole deeper into being stuck in the spot that you're in. So, we're going to get right into it. The first way to break through those spiraling thought patterns is to read something. All right. When we're stuck in a pattern of our own thoughts, we need something that is going to break that pattern. And the detrimental part of getting stuck in your own thoughts is that you don't have new information. If you are spiraling through the same thoughts over and over and over again, you only have what you have learned and experienced up to this point in your life as the tools in your tool belt to get you unstuck. So, in order to get that pattern to break out and break you free from those spiraling thoughts, you need to be able to form new thoughts. In order to form new thoughts, we need to introduce new information. And one of the best ways to do that is to grab a book and read and learn about your situation. Or if you're not a reader, fine, I get it. Reading is amazing for you. But go onto YouTube and search for the exact situation that you're in. Type it in and find the videos. Sometimes it takes a little searching, but find the videos that are going to introduce new information and new education on what you're going through. Because until you introduce new experiences or new information, so aside from reading a book, other ways that you can introduce that new information into your life would be going and just taking action. What's one of the fastest ways to learn? Go just take action, and you'll go, okay, that either worked or it didn't work. And that will introduce new education, new wisdom, new knowledge, something new into your brain that you can use in your tool belt, right? But read something. That is the fastest and the easiest way, is to just grab a book, go on YouTube, learn something, read something, but break out of that thought pattern. All right. Number 2, question your own thoughts. This is also a pretty good way to get new thoughts going. Okay, maybe you do have the knowledge or the wisdom in your brain, but you just have those thoughts on repeat that you're spiraling through. Sit down and actually write things down and then question them. All right, write down every thought that you are having and experiencing if you can't stop spiraling through them, and then question each thought. Okay, one of the books that I'm reading right now is Loving What Is by Byron Katie. My mentor just suggested this to me. I'm not even that far into it, but this is a fantastic book when it comes to digging into your own thought processes, into your own thoughts, acknowledging whether they are actually true or not. Not every thought is true, okay? We can't believe every single thing that we think. But this book is absolutely amazing in helping you meditate on your own thoughts, dig into them, figure out if they're true or not, and then actually turn those thoughts around and see them from a different perspective. So this is going to incorporate number 1 and 2. This book, highly recommend it. Again, it's Loving What Is by Byron Katie. But question those thoughts. Okay, don't just take them at face value. We will lie to ourselves. Our brains want to keep us safe in the weirdest ways. So they are going to take the unknown and tell you that you're scared of it and then try to protect you from it by pulling you back into what you already know, which sometimes isn't a great place to be, because if you're already feeling stuck in your thoughts, stuck in your situation, stuck in your life, and your brain is trying to keep you safe by keeping you in what's familiar. That's why you're seeing yourself spiral, okay? So break free from that by questioning those thoughts and really going up against them. Go head to head with those thoughts and say, hey, what is actually true? What isn't? How can I turn these things around? And question all of those. Number 3, seek wise counsel. Okay, now the key word here is wise, all right? A lot of us have a bad habit of going to our besties or people that are not in the spot that we actually want to get to and asking for advice, which get that support. Okay. I get it. Your besties are always there for you. They are a safe place to land. They are a safe place to really be vulnerable and say what's actually on your mind and what you're going through, and they don't judge you. But what also happens is they might not challenge you in the ways that you need them to challenge you in, and they might not give you great advice. They'll give you the advice or give you the comfort that you want to hear. But is that actually good for your growth? Is that what you need in that moment? Or is it what you want in that moment to feel better about what you're going through or the decisions that you've made or the things that you are saying in the situation you're in? Okay. So when I say seek wise counsel, I am saying go to an expert on the subject. All right. Again, reading books from people that have been studying the subject of which you are in turmoil about or challenged with right now for years and years and years. So go to the experts in books, go to the experts on YouTube. Find someone that has been through what you've been through already. All right. They might not be an expert, but they have actual advice from being in that situation and how they got to the other side of it. All right. If you're going to your besties for information and they haven't been in that exact situation that you're in, maybe it's a relationship question. And yes, maybe bestie is married, but every relationship is different. Every marriage is different. Their situation may have been slightly different. There's so many nuances and so much gray area to every situation, especially in relationships, that still might not be the best place to go. It might be a good place to go and ask a couple questions and then bring that in to the overall picture for you to then decide for yourself. But go get information from several different areas. All right. Go ask different people. Go ask an expert. Go ask bestie, and go ask someone that is in the place that you want to be in, and gather all of that information for yourself. And then make the best possible decision that you can make from all of the information and what you already know and feel. Go to God, pray about it, gather it all, and then make a decision. Okay? But go seek wise counsel from someone that is past that situation or through that situation, or is the expert on the subject and has studied it for years. You might be tempted to go to one of your mentors that, yes, you look up to, and you might view them as someone that knows a lot about everything because they know so much more about life than you do at this point in time. But just make sure it's the right mentor, because just because someone knows a lot of information on one subject does not mean that they are the expert in the thing that you are looking for advice on. Okay. So for example, if you have your business mentor and they're always so wise and they know so much, and maybe they've been able to help you with advice on certain things in the past, they're still your business mentor. If the question that you have is about relationships and they are not married, or they are married and it's not going well, or maybe they're married but they don't have the same religion as you, so they view different relationships in a different way, and you need very specific advice on being a biblical wife or a biblical husband, and you need to have your religion brought into this situation to have advice that is actually applicable to you, then you probably need to go to someone else. So these are all things to consider when you're going and you're trying to find this wise counsel that you're looking for to ask. But again, in the grand scheme of what we're talking about, of breaking out of the patterns of your thoughts, seeking wise counsel to, again, bring new information into this thought process so that you can break free of that initial spiral is going to be extremely helpful. Also, seeking someone that is able to look at your thoughts and unbiased. Okay. Another thing we tend to do as human beings is we want to go talk to the other people that are in this situation with you. Okay. Not always the best option because, again, this can just create new spirals that aren't productive. Whereas going to someone outside of the situation that can look at it unfiltered and unemotional and unbiased is going to be a little bit better than, or a lot better than going to someone who is in that same mucky, muddy situation as you. So look for someone that can help you lay all of your thoughts and feelings out on a table and sort through them, untangle them, and then you'll be on the other side of this spiral, hopefully. Okay, number 4 is let's stay off of social media. Okay, the algorithm is designed to continue to feed you things that you've already shown interest in or liked. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you go through a breakup and you start liking things that are about breakups and about the particular situation you're in, all of a sudden your feed is all about that same thing and your feed starts getting a little sad. If you're sad and you're liking things that are sad, your feed starts being sad, and then in turn it starts making you sad too. And it digs you further into that spiral, into that hole. It can get very confusing because then you're getting a lot of different advice on the same subject and it's all contradicting itself. Just stay away from it, or just be very, very conscious of what you're liking and sharing when you're going through a certain situation. Because if you are just liking the same things, it's going to keep feeding you the same things over and over and over again, and it's going to make that spiral worse. So really take a step back, all right, and get off of social media. Go seek your counsel somewhere else, okay? There are experts on social media. You can find them there, okay? But don't be scrolling through a bunch of different people with a bunch of different advice, liking all of these like sad quotes, sad posts. That's not going to get you out of your spiral. That's just going to dig you deeper into it, all right? So again, we're going to go back through these 4 points of how to break through the patterns of your own thoughts. 1, read something or watch something that's on the subject. Bring new information into your mind. 2, question your thoughts. Don't just let them spin through your mind. Don't just run through them over and over and over again, okay? We need to question those thoughts. Are they true? Are they not true? What do you want to keep thinking? What do you need to question or turn around? Look at it from a different perspective. 3, seek wise counsel. Wise counsel, okay? Go look for someone that's been through the same thing that you're going through and has gotten to the other side, or someone that is the expert on the subject. And 4, stay off social media and stay away from conversations with besties where you are just circling through. And I say besties, I know guys, you've got your besties too. You have your own version of that. But don't just sit there and gossip about it. You know when you've hit the point of gossiping and rotating through something so many times that it's not actually productive. Don't take that spiral that's within your mind and just put it in the atmosphere with your friends where you're still just spiraling. You need to break out of that. Stay off of social media. You can tell your friends once for support. If you say it multiple times, you're just spinning through it out loud. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, and I hope that you're able to break free from those patterns. We don't want to get stuck in our mind. Get unbound, guys.